This is where we're going, and now we're going to the big time stuff. All right, so you big time. All right, so
Yeah.
tell me about that process of getting that first big role, quote quote big role. Where you on the big stage, the big lights. It's a big production, 1,200 cameras on set. Tell me about the process of getting that job.
And first, let me say it is a process. So anybody watching this, you're like, I want to be an actor. I've been acting for 2 years and I'm not getting any jobs. I want to quit. No, it. You'll always hear it said that acting is not a sprint; it is a marathon. So
Mm,
I'd been acting for uh, almost 10 years before I got my first major television. Well, it was a major
mhm,
streaming service role. Um, and what happened for me is I was teaching, and because I went back in the classroom,
okay.
and I was told myself I was going to take a year off. But during those years, I was doing auditions that I had to get in. So my students were helping me. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. They would hold up bulletin board paper behind me. Sometimes they would
Oh,
they would read for me.
I can't wait until your documentary comes out, Miss Connor. I
Listen,
can't wait.
those were the worst auditions, but I mean, they were fun. But and it's teaching skills too, because the kids are reading. We all work
Okay,
together.
nice.
But I was like, I couldn't continue to turn in auditions like that. I just couldn't. So I said I was going. That's when I decided I was going to take a year off, with the support of my very supportive spouse. Very
Hello.
supportive, yes. And so I took the year off, and that's when the shutdown happened. So it was like, oh my gosh, what's going on in this world? It was,
Oh man.
crazy. But what it allowed me to do was to take classes in LA because, in order to take classes in LA before COVID, you have to go to LA and take them in person. But when the
Hmm.
shutdown happened,
Okay.
doing in-person classes anymore. So
Perfect timing.
yeah, so
Jeez.
I know. So I took classes with some of the top coaches in LA. And it exposed me to something totally different because these people were like, I'm in classes with people who you see on TV. So it was like,
Okay.
it took me up. It really bumped me up. It really did because I learned a lot from not only the coaches but the other people in class because we'd
Hmm.
have to do scenes and stuff together. And and then I did some one-on-one coaching with one of my coaches, Christine Horn. Like I said, mindset. And when she got my mindset straight, and I realized that who Arischa was enough, it changed the trajectory of everything because you have insecurities. I was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
too old. Nobody want to watch this old. Oh, they're not picking me because I'm not Hollywood gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I
Yeah.
could never pinpoint, why I wasn't getting these roles. But once I did that mindset training, I was like, oh, I'm okay the way I am. I stopped wearing makeup in my auditions. I stopped putting on wigs, and I was like, look, they just gonna get this. And that's when I
Okay.
started booking because I really feel like because I was just comfortable with myself and I was just like, hey, it's gonna happen. And so the shutdown happened in March. In December is when I booked my first recurring co-star role on a major streaming platform. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because a lot of times, when people, and that was my very first co-star. Everybody wants to get co-star. Normally, a co-star will have, one line, maybe, "Hey man, see you, yo, you looking good." That's a co-star. But I had a
Hmm.
recurring co-star. I was in 4 episodes,
That's
and then
big.
after that, because of casting, I think casting loved me, and then I booked my next show, and I was in 6 episodes out of 8. You know, and then I booked
Wow.
my next one. So it's a process. It took years for me to even get to the point where I was comfortable being vulnerable.